welcome to Off the Ranch. Let me show you what's happening today. First of all, cutest dog ever. Hey, bud. Secondly,
it's funny that Advil, ibuprofen, whatever it may be, is truly
Dr. Bo Hightower is cracking Goldberg over here. I just got mine done. You'll have to watch it on Bo's channel. I got a knife. Get a scalpel. A little harder. You want me to swing the hammer and you hold the thing? I can help.
You got a sledgehammer?
Yeah, I got a big hammer.
More.
Harder than that, come on. He can take more than that. Let's go, Bo, come on. Come on, Bo.
I'm scared.
Get him. Get him, Bo.
Hey, I swear to God, you're not gonna hurt me.
Give me that hammer. Hurt him.
And just the key, ladies and gentlemen, when I start giggling, that means it hurts.
Bo, what's your channel?
My channel? Just Dr. Bo Hightower.
There you go. All right. So
I don't have a nifty.
What do you do for those who haven't seen what you do? What do you got going on?
We sell the most crack on the internet possible.
Heck yeah, get this video demonetized right off the bat.
I mean, hammered that from behind.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, generally try to make people feel better.
Cool. And Goldberg, how do you feel?
Like I need to hit him.
Jesus.
I feel great, man. It's awesome.
So I filmed a little bit of Goldberg so you can kind of see what's going on. I didn't film mine. You'll have to check it out on his channel. He did the same thing to me.
I did.
And did you good? And that was the first time I've ever had anyone work on me, crack on me, stretch me. So it was interesting, and I can't wait to see what I feel like tomorrow. Like, is it going to be worse or better?
You're going to be hungover. Oh.
Really? I'm not going to be able to work out tomorrow?
You're going to fall asleep super early tonight.
All right.
You're going to sleep like a rock, but you're going to feel sore like you worked out really hard tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I'm excited. And then after you do this more, though, it gets better, and like the recovery's quicker. And
100%.
Okay, so
and you actually enjoy what he's doing to you because you know how it's going to feel after.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I never complained one time. Was not. I didn't. There were no tears. I wasn't ridiculously sweaty or anything.
Yeah,
just totally fine.
We're headed to Compadres.
Let's go. All right, we gotta go to lunch. See you later. Just got some random mail things. Liquid Death. Thanks for bringing us that. It's like water and sparkling water and flavored and. I actually haven't tried it yet, but everybody at the bunker who has tried it says it's really good. Also, Go Fast, Don't Die is apparently a brand, and they sent a little care package. Thanks, you guys are great too. Yep, I'm in. And Killin' Time Racing sent us a little swag box with some stuff. Thanks, you guys are great. And Cagworks. Cagworks. They sent some stuff, and it looks like there's some like Glock parts and stuff in here. And Iron Choco sent us a chocolate 1911. Thank you guys for sending us a bunch of random things to the bunker. Y'all are great. We also have a bunch of backpacks. Don't look at this. This is all for a later Demo Ranch video. We have a bunch of backpacks that were samples and ones we're trying to figure out which kind we wanted when we did backpack launches. We just have a bunch of extras. So we're gonna actually give these things away. We're gonna put a Demo Ranch patch on each one of them. So they'll each come with a Demo Ranch patch. We're gonna throw them randomly in orders when you order anything Demolitia from bunkerbranding.com today. We got 6 backpacks that we'll randomly put in order, which actually we'll have to get a much bigger box because if you order a shirt, that's not gonna fit in your shirt. Okay, we'll figure this out. But anyway, 6 of you guys will win today. Found one more thing that just came to us. This one is from Chad. There's his email, or Chados Marketplace on Facebook. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, so it's just like a 3D thing. Here's what it looks like without light behind it. So that's another one. I'll put this on in a second, but with the light, you can see that's all of us at my 10 mil video. That is so weird. How does it look that good? So if you unplug it, you really can't see it. It just looks like it's got some weird texture. But when it's plugged in, it all comes through. All right, let's switch it out real quick. Yeah, let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that's so crazy. How do you even figure out how to do this? Okay, you're awesome. Thanks for sending that, dude. God, the Demolitia is the best. Heading up now to see the ranch tank. I have some parts I need to drop off from AirDog. So, gonna give you guys a little update. They've actually done a lot of good work on it. Yes, This is what we need, a package from AirDog. So AirDog sent us a lift pump right there, and there's your like fuel separators there. So we'll mount these down under the Ranch Tang. What's up, Steven?
What's up, man?
You ready to show me what y'all did over there?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. It doesn't fit very good.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Dude, it's huge.
Surprisingly, like we still have suspension.
Yeah, I actually thought it would really like bottom it out. I mean, yeah.
That's all the way.
That's good.
So
the back was really low, and I was worried this would just sandwich it, but it kind of leveled it. Plus, you probably got another, like, I don't know, 100 pounds to put on the front here.
yeah, and then the back has like dry shaft battery stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
we might be.
We'll see. We'll see. Once we get all the weight in there, we'll see. We don't need this thing to, like, ride well, because it's only going to go on flat ground, and it's only going to go 20 miles an hour max. It's just going to be 200 mile an hour wheel speed.
Yeah, exactly.
So this thing actually fit really good.
Yeah. So,
Y'all didn't cut the inner fenders at all.
No, and I don't think we're gonna have to.
Crazy.
Right here, it's a little bit tight.
Touching
to the steering.
Yep.
So we're gonna pick it up maybe a half inch.
The whole thing. You lift it up because you don't have motor mounts. It's just sitting in here right
it's
now.
just sitting on a.
Oh yeah, it's sitting on 2x4s.
On a wooden block under there.
I see it. Yep.
So we'll pick it up just enough to clear that.
Yep.
Our brakes aren't gonna fit here anymore. So our master cylinder.
Yeah, show us this thing you got. That thing's cool. He just ordered this thing from Willwood.
Yep. And so basically, this will mount underneath the steering column. This mounts on like
That's
this.
crazy.
And so there's two of them. This one will do the front left brake. This one will do the front right brake. And then.
So normally this cylinder is on the other side of the firewall.
And there's a long rod.
And it's in the way of our engine, so he got this one that has it on the inside of the car. It's inside the cab.
Yeah, right underneath the steering wheel.
That's real cool.
And so.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, neither did I.
That's gonna be super hard to fill up the brake fluid.
Yes. Hopefully we don't have to do that often.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a little bit hard.
That is cool though.
So there's the brake part, and then we have to run a 03, 04 computer. So this here came from a junkyard.
Heck
Which is where we like to get some of our parts.
So why do we have to run that computer?
Warren Diesel said so.
Okay, someone smarter than us
Someone
said
smarter
so.
than us said so, yeah.
Cool.
I think it's for the tuning of the motor and trans,
Okay,
I believe.
sweet.
And so yeah.
That's it? That's all the computer is?
Yeah, that's all we need there.
That's crazy.
Then Warren Diesel hooked us up.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
With their own standalone harness. So that's all the motor harness.
Heck yeah.
Here's the transmission harness.
We couldn't just adapt the 65 Mustang harness to work?
I mean, maybe, but we'd probably be stuck in first gear. Cool thing though, we'll have an OBD2 plug in the cab.
Sweet.
So read diagnostics,
Read everything.
a monitor, we can do all kinds of stuff with this. So
That is cool.
that's super cool of those guys. And then we have this huge
Look at that big old fuel tank.
fuel tank,
What is that?
5 gallon.
5? That's all we need.
Yep, and it's got a sump in it, so we'll face it to the back.
Yep.
As you spin around in circles, you
And-
will always have fuel.
And you'll mount that thing in the bed
Yes.
with battery and stuff back there, so you can bring a little bit of the stuff that normally would be up here, which fuel tank's not gonna
Yeah,
be
we've
there,
got all
but
kinds of stuff back here, but that's basically gonna sit there.
Sweet.
With our AirDog, our battery.
oh yeah, I just mount the AirDog right there. That's
Yeah,
genius.
Yep. Keep everything out away from the tires, so if it explodes,
Sweet.
we're good.
So they actually sent us a spare, looks like spare pump, but this thing will mount just back here somewhere.
Somewhere right here.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And then short little fuel lines minus the one to the front. Hey, there's your.
Where'd that come from?
that was your floor.
Oh, there it is. Jeez, so they had to cut out that much floor to get this huge transmission to fit in here. And they're still gonna have to cut out a lot more because obviously.
Yeah, the drive shaft is gonna.
Yeah.
Back there at the back, not so much, but this whole deal is gonna have to at
Be a
least
lot.
angle up.
A lot taller.
Yeah, and so.
And then we are going to plate all this again. It's going to
Yep.
be all covered up because if that thing explodes, I would like something to be in between me and
Yeah.
that.
So it'll be out of thicker than sheet metal. That way, if we have drive shaft problems or something crazy
Yeah.
happens.
And Willie was telling me about like a Kevlar blanket around that thing
Yep,
too.
yep. So Suncoast makes a blanket that'll basically cover the whole thing. That way,
Sweet.
if, something that we don't expect happens,
And that-
it stays in that package.
That probably won't happen in the first show because we're going to run the engine mostly stock just with a tune, but then we might want to get some bigger turbos and make this thing get rowdy.
As we double the power
Yes.
at RPM.
Yeah, it's like, we probably later should go ahead and wrap that thing in some bulletproof material
Exactly.
to keep out, pieces of aluminum from flying up into my legs and chest.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a wheelchair because you wanted to cut donuts.
Because I made a ranch tang.
Because you made a ranch tang. Exactly.
This thing actually looks like it fits pretty well. You can see these pipes, we call those down pipes, up pipes?
Up pipes on
up
this one,
pipes
yep.
coming off that thing. They actually fit pretty well. You can see I'll cut out a little bit here.
Yep.
And then the
We have
firewall
a little
is
bit
chopped.
there to touch.
Yeah, chop a little bit more on that probably, but otherwise, man,
We were very surprised.
It did fit good.
Because we're solid mounting this motor.
Yep.
There's literally a plate that's it kind of clamps over this,
Yep.
and it'll bolt in. This is gonna come off and be a flat plate, and it's just gonna be a piece of tubing
So good.
right there on both sides. So real straightforward for that.
Now, what about oil pan clearance and everything? You got enough?
I think we have enough. As long as, you know, we don't hit a speed bump.
Yeah, especially because you're going to come up probably an inch, so that probably will put it right under that.
Yep, exactly.
Should be good. And then your transmission is even like higher already.
Yep,
So
yep. And that transmission mount hangs down a little lower than what we're gonna actually have back there. So
gotcha.
we'll have a little bit more room at the back.
It's kind of made to fit this car.
It really is. And it's so awesome because
That is so good.
yeah, I'm glad we don't have to do all this crazy.
Yeah, that was the
You
reason
know?
we went, instead of the Ranchero, I got this thing because this thing already had, this is not
Yeah,
the
it's
original
called the
front end that came in a Mustang.
Yeah,
This thing
exactly.
has, what year were these things out of? The 80s Mustangs or?
Well, so this is like a kit that's more, you know, modern, but the geometry style is Mustang 2, which is
It's like late 70s, right?
yes, exactly,
Okay.
where they went away from this weird suspension system this had with the coil spring
Right,
all up through here.
which was much like the Ranchero had.
Now it has two control arms with a coil spring like new cars even have.
And they're wide, and so this one already had an aftermarket whole front end, which is
Yeah,
much wider, and that's what we were planning on putting on the Ranchero. So we were like, it's just kind of too perfect.
yeah, and it's from Heights, which they make really good stuff. So they probably were never expecting
What?
1,000-pound Power Stroke, but I mean, it looks like they were because
It's so perfect.
it's great. Yeah.
And we had thought, yeah, we'll probably have to cut these these inner fenders a little bit, but really, it fits pretty well without cutting them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So good to go. So what's the next step?
Probably in the next few days, we're gonna get the motor mounts and the transmission mount knocked out.
Yep.
We got this thing where it goes, and then we need to start framing in. So on the inside here, we're not gonna be able to use this anymore
Right.
because it's really hard to match this shape.
Right.
So what we'll do is we'll come through, like right here was the old transmission mount.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna tie into that, and it's gonna come up and be a little more square. And then we'll break a piece of sheet metal,
Yep.
kind of like they did in
The CUDA.
the demo CUDA.
Yep.
Similar to that. And then, so this will all get reworked, and it's also gonna be where we can remove it. That
Remove
way,
the inside. Oh,
remove the tunnel.
so we can work on it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay,
'Cause
cool.
When
That
this
makes
comes
sense.
in, it kind of has to come in a little bit high before the oil pan clears. We're trying to make it easy to work on in the future.
And we do have a plan to swap transmissions in the future as well. There's some options that would work a lot better than what we're doing. This is just the stock one out of the F350.
And it works like a champ. So
Yeah. So
why not use it?
Yeah, we're gonna make it to where we can easily come in and pull all this stuff out and put it back in better in the future.
Exactly.
We're doing this quick because what is our date?
Soon, I know that.
Yeah, it's less than 90 days away.
Yeah, I just, like 2 months I feel like is our number.
Yeah.
So,
And we're gonna have to shift those pedals over a little bit because
Yep.
this hump's so big, but that's not an issue.
no,
Cool.
we got the pedal out of that truck is it's plastic and it drive-by wire, so it doesn't
Gotcha.
pull a cable like on a
Right.
old carburetor or something. So this pedal, we'll probably move this brake pedal over here so we can mount the master cylinders up here.
Yep.
And then the other pedal will come down right here. And
Dude, this is gonna be so wild.
yeah, so we got motor mounts, trans mount, and then we're gonna start working on getting the tunnel shaped back in this thing.
Yep.
I think we have a radiator on the way
Yeah.
from the guys at Holly.
Yep.
So that's gonna, once we get it here, there's a little bit of massaging to make it fit, but we got the biggest and baddest one we could get.
Yeah.
Keep her cool when she's on the floor.
And it should fit up there, right? There's
Yeah,
enough room.
Exactly.
How is there enough room in this car for all this stuff?
Henry Ford knew.
It's it's almost like it was made for this. It's perfect for this. I can't
We
believe
literally
it.
need to sell conversion mounts.
Or maybe
because
you guys are just good at what you do. I don't know.
we'll find out. We'll find out in 60 days.
Go check out Steven and Willie's channel, Holden Bros. I'll link in the description below because they show all this kind of stuff, the more detailed stuff as to what is happening with the Ranch Tang. Just like Muscle Rod does with the CUDA, these guys are doing a hell of a job with the Ranch Tang. So go check them out. Link to the description below. Thanks, Air Dog. Thanks for your support. Hey, how many subscribers you guys have?
35,000.
That's it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's bull, dude.
I know, man.
That's bull. But you know what? Demolicia's coming in hot today,
That's what I'm talking
and they're gonna build. They're gonna blow you up.
Come on, Demolition.
What? You're at 35,000?
Yes.
35.
All right, 45,000 by end of the week.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be disappointed. That's all. Nighttime. Now, I want to show you guys one more thing that Mary and I have actually been working really hard on. This is the gym, and I want to show you some updates. First of all, we put some things up on the walls in here, looking great. This is actually just a big piece of wood so there was no stud in between here and here. And we needed to hook all these things, all these weight holders down. So I got a big piece of wood, it's screwed. So this board is firmly affixed to the wall, one on that side as well. And then we put these in here, which are actually really cool. We just found these online and ordered them. And we got the bolts that they came with, they were no good. So we went to the store and got some really big lag screws, bolts, and it goes through the plywood into the sheetrock, and it's super sturdy. We've got 90 pounds hanging down there, and it's so far seeming very strong. So I think it's gonna work. We have our weights on that side and this side. Before, we just had like little weight trees on both sides. It just didn't work because we didn't have enough room on both sides. But that little bump out was kind of perfect to put a cage in. We just had to figure out a better, more efficient way to keep our weights. So, man, that looks good. I like that a lot. Then we hung the hex bar on the wall. That's actually hooked to a stud. I hung this thing on the wall. That hook is also hooked to a stud. Those are just regular like hooks I found at Home Depot. And then I ordered this offline, just a little thing to hold our bumper plates. Pretty sweet, found that thing on Amazon. Meredith, for early Valentine's Day, got me a new little bench. So we had this old like rickety one that I had bought off Craigslist, and it works fine, but this one's much stronger and just nicer. And then, oh yeah, mirrors. The mirrors in here, those all got installed like yesterday, and we have mirrors going all on the big walls. There's going to be mirrors here and there too. The guy, I think he broke this one when he was installing, and then there's a plug down there, and he cut the hole in the wrong spot. So he ruined those mirrors, so he had to go back, and he's gonna have to come back and do that later. But there will be mirrors this is really weird looking on camera, but that's a little bump out, and there's gonna be mirrors all around there. We didn't really know if we needed mirrors down there. We probably shouldn't have now, like seeing it, but it is what it is. We decided mirrors back there. So now, this thing looks like a freaking gym. And we have speakers up here so I can crank Slipknot as loud as I want. And we got a subwoofer over there too. And yeah, the gym is finally all coming together. The whole house is all coming together. I'm gonna end it here because it's late and I need to go to bed. Lots more cool stuff coming on the Ranch Tang with this house. We have a bunch of work coming to the backyard next week, which is gonna be really, really cool. And so if we get enough of it done, I'll make a complete video. I don't wanna like show you just a little bit of stuff. I wanna show you like, bam, like big things. So if we get enough done in the backyard, I'm gonna make a big video about that. If not, it'll probably be the week after that. I don't know why I'm telling you guys my schedule. You guys just wait. You'll see it when you see it. But Demolicia, thank you for being here. I love you, and I don't know if y'all know, but you're awesome. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.